Well, I love that umbrella guy.
My wife and I love that umbrella guy. Oh, we love that umbrella guy.
So if you love that umbrella guy too, make sure that you're subbed. Make sure you hit that bell for daily notifications. And if you want to go further, you're saying, I love that umbrella guy, but, well, I don't have a firstborn child to name after the channel. And really, I already have a back mural, Cape Fear style, and I can't work that umbrella guy into the theme. Well, I've got a solution. Check the links in the description below. Seriously, there's no obligation to do so. I appreciate you showing up. But if you want to help the channel out, help it grow and on, yeah, make sure that you listen to the end of the video. We'll discuss that as well. So today I want to talk a little bit more about those wonderful voice actors. You know, those people that basically love each other so much that they got together and they decided to cast one of their own out. They decided that they would other a person, and when they did, they went beyond the confines of business. They went to social media and they brigaded together. They joined in with other people, other reprehensible types, I might add, to decide that they were going to add stigma to a person's name. Now, that person, of course, that I'm talking about is Vic Mignogna. And, you know, we can argue about the damage done, but really, think about the man's lasting legacy. Even if he's remembered, you know, as part of this community as a voice actor, outside, what is his lasting legacy? What words will be associated with his name? Here's a certain one that goes P to the E to the D to the O. Yeah, you can't shake that thing. You will never be able to shake that off. Now, what's interesting about where we are now is the back and forth, the legal maneuvering that we're seeing, and some of the questions that they bring up. For example, here we have Monica Rial, and also, I mean, if we're looking here, we also have Ron, and both of them are trying everything to get out of this, to basically quash it before it starts. Now, that, of course, is basic legal maneuvering, but it does answer an interesting question that was brought up after these people, you know, they were banging on their chests and saying, hey, if the courtroom comes, we welcome it. We welcome the truth. We welcome that winning out now. Yeah, not so much. Not so much, indeed. I mean, when you look through some of the statements here, you know, talking about exactly where all of this stuff would take place, it's pretty interesting to see that they're talking about how the motion to quash this, it's based on the fact that, well, going out and doing this at Ty Beard's office, that's some kind of intimidation tactic. It's something they can't be part of. It's a terrible thing. They need, you know, a protective order to say not only that, but documents and communication that were filed, those things as part of discovery. Yeah, you can't have that because some of that's protected. It was really interesting to read through this, though. I will actually attach this at the end of the video to make sure that anybody can pick it up that wants to. But yeah, I mean, this stuff, it's interesting. It's very much so, because you get to see the legal ins and outs that are kind of expected. Now, the one thing that I didn't expect to get to read is Beard Harrison Flamethrower basically come out and respond to that, and respond to it in a way that says, yeah, about all of that stuff that you said, about what you added there, not true. Not true at all. Not only that, it doesn't mince words. That's one thing that I really like about Ty Beard, the fact that he does not mince words. In fact, when I had the privilege to talk to the guy about some of the things that were happening with myself, he did not mince words. He sat down, he talked about how you approach this stuff, and you know what? I mean, when he's talking, you get the feeling that he is in your corner. You get that feeling here with Vic Mignogna too, knowing that Ty Beard is definitely in his corner, and he's not going to just roll over, you know, no, very far from it. So you can see this response here. It's to Casey. Casey is, of course, the person representing Monica and Ron in this ordeal. You're talking about all of it. So you see this response. And like I said, I really like this. It's not a huge one, but it's a very interesting one. So Casey, I received your May 9th, 2019 letter. You took 3 pages to obscure your core argument that you are somehow entitled to depose our client first. Surely you are aware that no such rights exist under Texas law. There you go. The whole thing that they threw out was trying to say, hey, we want to pull up Vic Mignogna first. We actually want to pull him into the crosshairs first, and we have that right. Yeah, not under Texas law. Now continuing on. Allow me to point out several other misrepresentations in your letter. Number 1, you claimed that you conferred with me. That is flatly untrue. You unilaterally noticed Mr. Mignogna without conferring with me. I then contacted you about the dates, stating I did confer with you about your client's availability is disingenuous at best. Number 2, as I've noted in previous emails to you, the Texas rules of civil procedure do not give you the right to quote-unquote go first with depositions. You can state you heard me say we will depose Mr. Mignogna first as many times as you want, but that doesn't change the rules. That's interesting. I thought, too, that we were playing in the court of, public opinion, and the court of public opinion says, no, we're playing in the court of law. That's the difference about all of this stuff. I mean, as you see it play out, you're going to see the legal maneuverings, the legal wranglings here and there. But also, you're not going to have any of that. Well, I heard this from my brother's, uncle's, mother's, second cousin's garbage man. No, you're not going to have all of that. You have rules. And Number 3, you also have no right to define the date range in which we may depose your clients. It appears that you may have unwisely advised your clients that somehow they won't be deposed or required to testify. Now, what's interesting about that, again, is Ron and Monica kept saying over and over again that they brought this on. They wanted it. They welcomed it because they would have a chance to testify. They would have a chance to take the stage, and so many others would take the stage as well, and they would basically showcase that Vic Mignogna was some type of monster. Now, what we really run into in this as well is we run into the fact that when you think about Ron and you think about Monica, what proof do they provide? They can go out and tell an account or a secondhand account, depending on the person, but does that actually line up with what we have seen? And especially considering the idea that brigading, this brigading here, that it basically didn't cost somebody. It didn't cost them at all. Monica also messed up when she admitted that she took this to social media because we would have seen Vic Mignogna walk away. That's the biggest thing there. It would have been brushed under the rug again. AKA, I knew I wouldn't get my way. Therefore, I was going to go out and do anything possible to make sure that person paid a heavy toll. And he did. There was a heavy toll exacted from him. That heavy toll, of course, it hit him at different conventions. You saw the reaction to that. It hit him reputation-wise, as we saw article after article coming out about the guy. It hit him job-wise when you saw certain companies release the guy. And, did his work suffer somehow in this? No. But what suffered in there was, of course, reputation and beyond. But anyhow, looking at all of this, like I say, the one thing that I feel very confident in is Beard Harrison Flamethrower's ability to basically go in and basically answer all of this stuff. Another thing I will note as a brief aside is the fact that Ron Toye is out again liking stuff that pertains to this. He is actually going and utilizing social media yet again, to propagate ideas about Vic Mignogna, about the case and on. If you're listening to this, Ron, you should stop. I know that we can monetize that stupid as it continues to come up, and that's funny, but seriously, man, you need to stop. You need to go. You need to actually listen to your lawyer, who I'm sure told you to stop this kind of stuff. Yeah, you should, you could, but you probably won't. Anyhow, so people tell me what you think about this stuff. Again, if you like this kind of content, make sure that you sub to the channel. Make sure that you hit the bell for daily notifications. And if you want to go further, there are links in the description. There are plenty of types there. We have basically kept the littlest umbrella open in demand, so it will be there for a little while longer. Basically, you can still get behind that if you want. I appreciate where it's landed too. It has been quite amazing to see that come together. I mean, yeah, it has been something. It has been something indeed. Also, if you want to check out the other links there, make sure that you do, because channels, they definitely could use help, sometimes out here. Also, leave your comments, make sure that agree, disagree, that you throw out what's there. That stuff, it helps me think about what's going on. And, again, there's no buy-in. You don't have to agree with people to actually have an opinion. Ending this too, I want to say that unlike many of these folks, I definitely appreciate you. I appreciate you showing up. I appreciate you contributing to this endeavor with your time, your energy, and on. It showcases the types of communities that we have here. So, thank you. I appreciate you, and we'll be doing this again soon. Thanks.